started running long before man came along. For the Utes and the Grizzly Mountain Men carved their way down canyons where the miners take their claim. For the town that later claimed their name. Running down, bound down, you passing out across the plain. And when the winds don't come, they start to rain. Run down mighty mountain, down to the Arkansas. And when the summer rains come, then you start to return.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Todd Martz, and I am the Division Manager for Recreation and Cultural Services, and I'm so glad you could join us tonight. As you know, Happy Trails is a wonderful tradition that supports the nature centers, and that's what you're doing tonight in your backyards or wherever you are. What we're trying to accomplish is the same thing we've done year after year, and that is support the nature centers. All of the funds raised tonight will go to support our mission, and our mission is to connect and inspire stewards for our parks and our environment, and that's an important mission. The nature centers are wonderful at it. They've adapted greatly to the challenges of COVID this year, and this is just one more adaptation for us, is meeting you in your house. So thanks again for joining us, and thank you so much for your support.
I'm Alex Gautier. I am the marketing director here at Huberger Motors in Colorado Springs. And I really recommend that you consider donating to the nature centers, because that is how we educate the public, or one way we educate the public, about the value of habitat around our county. And that is something that, as a brand here at Huberger, we really care deeply about. So I hope that you'll consider making a donation.
So what I like about camp is probably about how nice the camp leaders are and just how much fun we have at Bear Creek and Fountain Creek. What I like about Bear Creek is that the fort building place is like, we make it as like a city and we play in that. And then what I like about Fountain Creek is that we have lunch at trees, which is really fun, and we can climb them, and it's...
Hi, my name is Michelle Tallarico, and this is
Kathy Dreiling, and we're the Buffalo Gals. We are celebrating Happy Trails at Home 2020, and we'd love to take you through some instruction on how to prepare your dinner with us at home.
But first, I'm going to open the wine so that we can have some of that while you talk them through this lovely box of food that you're
Great
about to
idea.
enjoy.
Great idea. So, your box is going to come just like this, with everything you need to prepare your meal at home. So, right on top, we've got your garlic baguette, your grilled vegetables, calico beans, your s'mores kit.
The funnest part.
Which we're going to talk more about that later. And what?
Let me show you just real quick all of these things, because if you are a chocolate lover like me, you need to know about all the things that are in this kit. So there will be Reese's peanut butter cups. There are chocolate and regular marshmallows. Have you ever seen chocolate marshmallows? And a Hershey bar, and graham crackers, a skewer, and we will explain the fire part of this later, but we're very excited about the s'mores.
Right.
And last but not least,
So we saved the best part of this for last. This is what makes Santa Maria Barbecue Santa Maria Barbecue. So this is your tri-tip, your beef tri-tip sirloin. And this is how it's going to come. It's already partially cooked with grill marks, but we're going to show you just a little bit about how we make this special when we do Santa Maria Barbecue.
Kathy is going to walk you through a little bit of the process, because she truly is the original Buffalo gal. And she knows the style and integrity of this product better than anybody. She studied in Santa Maria, California, and so this is a fun education lesson from Kathy Dreiling.
Well, I don't know about that, but I am really proud of what we do, and I think we do it really authentically. So like I said, your product is going to come this way and you're just going to finish it in your own oven. But tri-tip is your traditional sirloin of beef from the bottom sirloin. It's a beautiful piece of sirloin that's in a triangle shape. And we season it very simply with nothing too magic. I'll even share that with you right now. It's granulated garlic, cracked black pepper, and salt, equal parts. And so this is going to be already cooked when it comes to you. But Santa Maria barbecue has been famous in the Central Coast since the 1800s when the caballeros and the cowboys would meet for cattle drives. So they would take the bark from the red oak trees and do pit barbecue during these cattle drives. And this has evolved.
And they would literally make them out of oil drums. I mean, that's what they would cut those oil drums in half and just create their own
Is that
smoke.
right?
It
I didn't
is.
know that. She
Yeah.
totally made that up.
No, I didn't. That's true.
So anyway, we just wanted you to know that this is a specific kind of barbecue that we do. And it is different because there's no long smoking times. There is no sauce slathering. It is just a beautiful piece of meat, and you can add condiments later. So, enough of that. So, like we said, all of these will come with instructions on the top. So your grilled vegetables, beautiful. You're going to put those in a preheated oven at 325 for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay? The calico beans, you're going to bake that at 325 once again for 10 to 15 minutes. The calico beans are a mix of 3 different beans: black beans, pinto beans, and great white northerns with molasses and bacon. So if you're a vegetarian, this is not for you.
They're amazing.
The bread comes already wrapped in the package. You're going to leave it in the foil and pop it in the oven at 325 for about 10 minutes until it's just warm. And it's already pre-sliced and ready to eat for you. So,
And it has a wonderful roasted garlic butter on the inside.
yeah.
So.
So, we'll spend more time on the s'mores kit in just a minute. Cheers.
Hi, I'm Amber Hoffmeister. I'm a former Fountain Creek nature camper and currently a teen volunteer. I volunteer currently because I love to give kids the opportunities I had when I was little. I've been struggling with anxiety for most of my life, and camps and taking walks down here were one of the few reliefs I got from that. I've been to camps several times as a kid, and I've been a volunteer for about 3 years now. I really love the Nature Center, and it just brings me a lot of joy, and I hope to bring others that joy. The Magic Woods is really impactful because it gives kids the chance to really connect with nature and to have their own little sliver of it that they can understand and learn to love.
So this is the world we live in today, where you have to mask up everywhere you go. There's so much stress, anxiety, but when you come here, it's a way to get rid of that. It's a way to not be indoors and soak up some vitamin D. The Nature Center is not open, but the grounds are. This is a place to just come, relax, de-stress, enjoy family, and get away from all the hustle and bustle and the crazy that we have going on in this world today.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I was a camper, teen volunteer, and then a seasonal camp aide here. I started coming to the Nature Center when I was 2 years old and the programs, and then my mom put me in my first nature camp when I was 5. I did camps up until I was about 12, so I did a good 30 or 40 camps. I then began volunteering because I wanted to keep going to the camp in the summer. And then I went ahead and after I was done volunteering, I still didn't want to leave, so I was offered a seasonal position I had to apply for and did the interview process, and then I got it, which was awesome. If the nature center wasn't here, the community would be different. I feel like it might be a little bit more polluted, not as much like, what's the word, like environmental impact. Like a lot of people, like after they go to like say Fountain Creek or Bear Creek or Fox Run Park, they realize that there's, you know, that they like have an impact on the pollution and what have you, I guess. And if they weren't here, there wouldn't be like a place for like beauty and like serenity and like witnessing wildlife close to your home, which is a lot different than going to the mountains and witnessing wildlife. Because here it's like local, like you drive maybe if you live in Fountain or Widefield like 5 miles and you're here, versus like trying to like go to like Woodland Park or any of like the camping sites. It's a good like, you know, 15, 20 mile drive to get anywhere where you actually see anything that's not so like populated by, you know, buildings, houses, industry, grocery stores, what have you.
And here's some music from Peppergrass.
Willow River lives one long life on the rain drops to the sea, and I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm just keeping good company. So roll on, river, to the ocean, roll around that river. Yeah, roll on, river, to the ocean, where we soon will meet again. As a baby, you were tiny, you were curious and free. As you grew up, you grew stronger, you grew beautiful and serene. Oh, that river keeps on rolling, made of water, soil, and sand. Splits the concrete to two sides as it unifies the land. So roll on, river, to the ocean, roll around that river bend. Yeah, roll on, river, to the ocean, where we soon will meet again. When I come to my final ocean, I know this thought will keep me warm. All the water in the whole world never dies, it just changes form. So roll on, river, to the ocean, roll around that river bend. Yeah, roll on, river, to the ocean, where we soon will meet again. So roll on, river, to the ocean, roll around that river bend. Yeah, roll on, river, to the ocean, where we soon will meet again. Where we soon will meet again.
At Huberger Subaru, we strongly adhere to Subaru's Love Promise. The Subaru Love Promise says that you give back to your community as a car dealer just because it's the right thing to do. It doesn't necessarily need to be profitable or any other reason. So for that reason, we find causes in the community we have for years and years that we deeply believe in. That's why you'll find our sign over at the dog park. That's why we like to encourage people to use those facilities. We like to see people take care of trails. So we look for causes like Trails and Open Spaces or Rocky Mountain Field Institute and many, many other partners in the community that we have worked with over the years and will continue to work with in order to achieve that goal.
Before we get to the really fun conclusion of this great night, making the s'mores, we would like to take this opportunity to thank you so much for supporting El Paso County Nature Centers. We personally and professionally support both Fountain Creek Nature Center and Bear Creek Nature Center.
For the last 10 years, Buffalo Gals has been a part of this event. And even though this is a different year, we so appreciate you welcoming us into your home to celebrate. Thank you.
And it's so important. Please support them.
What I like about the Nature Center is how I meet new people and how the volunteers are kind and they help. And I like how it's like a big friend group. And also I like how when we're in nature, they like hold up their hand and they show us an animal and like how they live in their habitat. And also I like how they show the plants and the milkweed, how the butterflies drink from it, or like the cottonwood spreads its seeds by the little fluffs. I haven't come to nature camp. I probably would know nothing about nature at all, except when my mom and dad show me the birds in the backyard like robins and milkweed. But I probably wouldn't know as much information. I also probably wouldn't know how important nature is.
You know, we've enjoyed all of the evening, and now we get to a very exciting part, and that is the dessert. Everybody loves dessert, and nothing better than happy trails to have s'mores. And so please join us with the Buffalo Gals on how to prepare those wonderful s'mores.
Well, I'll save the best part for you. You have cinnamon graham crackers, 2 chocolate marshmallows and 2 white marshmallows. You have a skewer, and you have, this is your forte.
This is the best part because you can choose between or choose both the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup and the Hershey's. Or you could, if you want, just put the Hershey bar in the middle of the 2 peanut butter cups and just eat the chocolate. There's so many possibilities.
Okay, so you will need a tool from home because we're going to create a little mini campfire in the middle of your living room. So, this that you opened your wine with, we think you probably have something like this at home. We're going to open this can of Sterno.
What do they want to do when we open Sterno?
Keep your hand over the lid so it doesn't blow up in your face.
It won't blow up, but it could pop up, and so we want you to be safe.
No, it won't blow up. You're right.
Exactly.
We didn't mean to scare you. Okay, it's a good idea to either have this on a plate or in something like this, where we've taken an old bucket and we've surrounded the Sterno with some river rock, and it just kind of insulates and keeps things in order. So, you light your Sterno.
I'm going to light them both just for fun.
Okay. I'll let you do the honors as I unwrap.
Okay, should we do the chocolate ones or the regular ones?
How about one of each?
That's such a good idea. Yeah. Okay. And this is a great skewer because it has 2 prongs. I know most of them do that you use for camping, but this one I think is especially good. Everybody will, of course, have arguments or conversations about how they like their marshmallows done. I'm going to be 100% honest that I am not a huge marshmallow fan, which I know will scare most people.
She won't eat hot dogs either.
I don't like s'mores, but what I do like is the chocolate part. But having said that, I do think that there's an art to, you can basically create, as you can see with this Sterno, and it will be food safe Sterno. You can create roasting over an open fire. I think that they're great when you get them just a little bit charred. I'll let Kathy have the honors of finishing up since she's the more, or would you like me to?
Normally I would have gloves on. I just want you to know that since we're at home, secret's safe with you.
Do you want to put your chocolate on first or no?
Oh, can you instruct me here?
I think you should put the chocolate, and then I think you should do this.
Okay.
And then I think you should pull, and you should eat that, and I should eat this. Because that's the very best thing. Because then I get the Reese's, and she gets the s'more.
Yeah. Here we go.
Cheers.
And cheers.
Right now, because of the crisis, the COVID-19 crisis, it's especially important that the community considers not just donating, which is really going to help keep the facilities up, keep the trails clean, try to minimize the wear and tear, but if you're using it like I do almost every day, almost like I'm in the parks almost every week, really consider your impact to those resources. Consider what you can personally do to help the county take care of these things so that there isn't so much money needed to maintain everything.
Thank you for joining us this evening and all of your support. Hopefully we see you all soon at the Nature Centers. Good night and happy trails.
I walked the coast of Oregon and down to old Tennessee. I rambled over the Arctic and traveled in Bobby McGee. And traveled in Bobby McGee. I bred the Great Lakes in winter and traded in old Santa Fe. I basked in Florida sunshine and waited in Galveston Bay. And waited in Galveston Bay. And Colorado's calling me where the ponderosa grows, where the Rockies kiss the heavens and the Arkansas River flows. And the Arkansas River flows. I danced the roads in Montana and crossed that North Texas plain. And in my mind I kept thinking about that cool Colorado. That cool Colorado. Those